Good morning, and welcome to another day of coffee and makeup with Crystal. Cheers. Let's get started. Okay. We are going to start with our Kosas Dream Beam sunscreen. And I use about a fingertip worth. I just squeeze it down my middle finger and then massage it in. And that's about enough to cover. Today, I am wearing a pink blouse, as you can see, with some black joggers to go with it. And we are going to use Pat McGrath. I'm actually going to use that pink that's in there. As you can see, I really like that pink a lot. I'm going to also use this as a, in my brow area. And then I have a single black shadow from Pat McGrath in Dark Matter. So yesterday, I recorded about a concealer corrector that I got from Natasha Denona. And yesterday was a first impression. And I really, really liked it. I don't want to speak too soon, but I might have found my new holy grail concealer corrector. It didn't budge. It didn't crease nearly as much as most of my products that do, because I'm a little older and I have definitely some creases under here. I'm going to lay down this pink that matches my blouse. I really like this pink from Pat McGrath. I need to see if she makes a single in it, because I already hit pan. I mean, I do have plenty of other pinks, but this particular pink matches a lot of my wardrobe. I love pink. It's my favorite color. But not like a pastel or baby pink. It's got to be like a hot pink or a fuchsia, something bright. I'm using a smaller crease brush so I get more precision, and this is a Sigma E42 Precision Firm Blender. Now I'm going to go back in and darken up that pink. And you can always add water or setting spray to your brush to add more. Here, let me show you. I actually like the Morphe setting spray for this particular thing, and because it has the continuous mist. But right now, I don't have that out on my table. So we are going to use the All-Nighter by Urban Decay. So my brush is just a little moist, and I'm just going back in that pink. And it's just going to make the pigment a lot heavier with a moist brush. Now, I know that there are people out there afraid to use blacks, especially in the crease, because I don't know, it just can be a little nerve-wracking, especially if you can't get it right, which sometimes you can't in the beginning. I remember when I first started using makeup, I was so afraid to use black. Gosh. But you know, the best way to deal with stuff is just jump. Just jump into it. You can always wipe it off. You can always fix it. But don't give it a go. Okay. So we're going to moisten up my brush one more time. Go in with the pink. We're going to darken this up. My waterline. I'm going to use the Urban Decay 24/7 waterline eye pencil that apparently needs to be sharpened. You can tell I always do my videos raw because I never know what I'm getting into. I pick out my outfit the night before, and then I kind of go through my palettes, my eyeshadow palettes to see what I want to work with. But for this particular look, I knew what I was going to do because I wear the pink and black quite often when I am, it's almost like my favorite wardrobe item is pink and black. So sharpen my pencil and we're just laying it on the waterline. I know there's a lot of pink there, but that's fine because we're going to clean it up. Okay, waterline is done. You could even do a nice little wing if you wanted to. Okay. Yes, eyes are done. I'm gonna go back in. This is going to be my second day with the Natasha Denona High Glam Correcting Concealer. I got it in the color C1. Nice pointy doe foot. Doesn't come off with any crazy amount of product. Okay. I also went down my nose yesterday, mainly because I have a lot of red in my skin, as I've mentioned. Dior, leave my sneakers alone. I'm actually gonna go in on my cheek too. Well, usually I drag it down enough. I have a lot of red in my skin, and even though I usually am able to cover it, when I'm wearing the BB cream or the tinted moisturizers, it doesn't always cover it. If you've watched my previous videos, you know that Dior is a puppy. She is currently 10 months old, and she gets into a lot of things. So she has to stay with me at all times. Most of the time, she's pretty good. Yesterday's recording, she was super good. She slept in her little bed the whole time. And so I always have to have her locked in here. She's in her bed right now. Hopefully she'll stay there. But gosh, she's always into something. So she was just chewing on my shoe boxes and then scratching the door so that she could hopefully get let out. But if nobody else is out in the main living areas, I cannot let her out there because she will eat things that she's not supposed to. Overall, she's a super good puppy, very lovable, very, very lovable, very sweet, fun to play with. Mischievous. She's like, she should have been named Loki or something. I am finishing up the Purlisse Perfect Glow BB Cream. We are almost done with this, and then we are going to move on to something else. I don't know if you've noticed, but I always kind of go in to my, what are those called? Like the nasal folds, but like the crease where your nose is. That's to make sure that I get makeup in there and that I don't just go like this and then there's like a complete spot missing makeup. Also got to pull back my little sideburns and get in there. So this, I believe, is my 5th video I'm recording right now. I want to thank you so much for those that got me off the ground and watched my first video. I'm currently over 200 views, which is not too shabby at all for being my first video. I truly thank you. Very sincerely grateful. Let's make the rest of them go even higher. I love makeup, and I believe if you're doing something that you love, it'll be beneficial. It'll work out for you. But you can't be scared. Fear will cripple you. So, if there's something you really want to do, think about it. Do your positives and negatives about it. Really do some research. Pray about it if that's your thing. Manifest it and make it happen. Just jump in and make it happen. I had a dream about this. Not this, the whole makeup and video and everything like that. My dreams are never that clear. But I did have a dream that that I was supposed to be doing something and I was supposed to be working for something. And I could have taken the short path, but for some reason I took the long path to get here, which is true. I could have taken the short path and jumped in 2018-19 when I really wanted to do this, but I chose not to. I allowed fear to rule. I got into other things though. I finished my bachelor's degree in accounting and started my daytime career. So that's good. I didn't stop. I just kept going. But I didn't do necessarily, I love accounting. It's like the nerdy side of me. But I didn't do the what I truly have a passion for, which is makeup. And so back to the dream. I took the long path to get to my new endeavor that was called CMC. CMC. And I was like, man, I wonder what that is. I wonder if it's a construction company or something like that. And I found a construction company, named it, and I was like, oh, okay, whatever. Maybe I'm just switching jobs soon. And I was talking to a close friend of mine that I work with. He was in the Army with me. We've been friends for 14 years now. And just in random conversation, I was talking about makeup and, hey, I think I really want to try to do that YouTube channel thing again. And maybe I'll jump in this time. And I don't know, maybe I'll just do it as a side, like hobby. And I could call it, I don't know, Coffee and Makeup with Crystal. And then I had an aha moment. I was like, well, that could be CMC. That really could. And that aha moment is what set me off. Set me on the path. I am adding up my cart right now for Ulta and Sephora. But I might take a trip with you guys to Target. I might record. I'm thinking about it. Right now they have 30% off beauty. And you know how Ulta is at Target. So 30% off is pretty good for shopping at Ulta. Because usually when they send out their coupons, the most you get is 20% off. Or like $20 off a certain amount, which adds up to 20% off. Oh, I'm sorry. I just went back in with the Danessa Myricks Yummy Blurring Balm. And this is my oil control, my extra coverage. Just pressing it in. Blending it down so there's no harsh lines under the chin. Okay, let's contour. Also Danessa Myricks. This is her Yummy Contour. Okay, now we're going to do the nose. And a little on the forehead. I'll pull my hair back because I gotta get it up there. Okay, now we're going to blend that out. This is a Sephora 78 Pro Contour. Very dense brush, very dense brush. Man, I am hungry. I don't know why I was just thinking this, but I'm like, what's y'all's favorite restaurants? It is speaking of food, it's 4:17 right now in the morning. I normally eat something. Dior woke me up at 3 a.m. this morning, and I normally get up at 3:30. So instead of going back to bed, I just stayed up. So instead of eating around 4 a.m., I ate around 3 a.m. So I'm already hungry. I'm on a diet. I have lost... Where am I at now? I've lost about 38 pounds. First, I lost about 50 pounds, and then I gained back 20. I'm working with a coach. The stress of us moving and selling our last house, moving into an apartment temporarily while we built this house, which is our final house, stressed me out a lot, and I gained a lot of weight back. So I'm trying to lose those 20 pounds again. And I have 11 to go. So that's awesome. Just trying to stay healthy. You know, I was pretty unhealthy at one point. I don't like to admit it, but I was. I'm going to go in with the Milani Cheek Kiss in Blushing Berry. Kind of goes with that pink that we're going with today. And I'm using a Real Techniques 400 blush brush. Oops. You got to be careful because it can pick up a lot. Just dab it off of my paper towel that I always have handy dandy over there. Oh, so yeah, I've been working with a coach for, 2 years now, I think. To learn how to eat healthy, and once I get to my goal weight, to learn how to maintain it in a healthy manner, so that I'm not going up and down and up and down and up and down and what they yo-yoing. I'm gonna match the highlight to this, which is kind of, actually, you know what? I'm just gonna use that eyeshadow as a highlight. Multi-purpose over here. I do this sometimes. This is the corner one right here that we're using. Now, this isn't going to be a blinding highlight because it's eyeshadow. Now, some of them could be, but I just want to match what I have on already. I like how it has, like when the light hits it, it kind of has a pink iridescence to it. Oh, why didn't you guys tell me I forgot to blend the contour on my nose? See, I get talking and completely forget where I am. I think it would be fun to do lives. I need to figure out how to do those. I mean, I really don't edit my videos anyway. They're pretty raw. So I guess it wouldn't really be any different. I just cut to the beginning, and then cut the end and put a transition in there, because honestly, that's all I really know how to do. Maybe I'll learn how to put music in the silence. Maybe you guys like the silence though, who knows? Maybe it's like peaceful, but I know how other people can, like when I'm not talking and I'm just doing makeup, they put music in the background. Do, do, do. Okay. Contour is fully blended, including the nose now. We're going to do eyebrows. The Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in Ash Brown. And then I blend out those harsh lines that this makes with the Aqua Resist Brow Fixer from Makeup Forever. Okay, that one's done. The babies are sleeping. Come on, brush, come here. I just drew that line a little too far down. My pencil kind of went off the grid. Okay. Pencil's done. Let's smudge them out. I can't tell you how many times in my lifetime I've been made fun of for my brows. When I was younger, I didn't know any better about drawing in your eyebrows. And I'm talking about younger, like 15, 16. It wasn't until I was about 19 that somebody thought they were being helpful and rudely told me that you need to draw those in. You don't have any. Well, yes, thank you. Now I know I need to draw those in. And I started drawing them in, and it was a disaster. If you ever stumble across my old Instagram, which I think I'm actually getting ready to delete as soon as I can get, I've made a notice that I'm going to delete it. So hopefully all my subscribers from that Instagram will move over to my new Instagram. But with that said, and my Instagram is the same as my YouTube, Coffee and Makeup with Crystal spelled out. But yeah, my eyebrows were scary at one time. I remember I made a public comment on like a news channel one time. That was embarrassing. They didn't like my comment, so they came for my face. They made some really rude comments. And once one person did, they kind of all jumped on. And so, gosh, I don't understand why people just can't be nice. But yeah, they didn't like my comment, so they jumped on a bandwagon and attacked me. But they didn't attack my comment. They attacked my face. The world can be, not always, can be so cruel. And one of the things that they attacked was it was my picture at the time, was a very artistic, see, they didn't understand that, but it was a very artistic makeup look that I was doing for cosmetology school. So, very bold. They attacked that horribly. funny the things that you remember. Like, you try to let negative stuff go and focus on the positive. But even when you're focused on the positive, little things will pop up, especially when you're talking about stuff, you know, that kind of triggers a reminder. Pat McGrath Dark Star Mascara. So yeah, that situation was back in 2018-19 when I wanted to do a YouTube channel, but wasn't ready to. So what did I do? Changed my profile real fast, my profile picture, deleted my comment. I don't fight back. There's no point. There's no point in fighting back with ignorant people. If you're gonna attack how somebody looks, you're ignorant and you're not worth my time. Even if my eyebrows did look bad, I don't think they were horrible, but they were interesting. I didn't understand how to I drew them on with a pencil. And like I was saying, when I smudge out the harshness of the pencil, I didn't realize how harsh they were with a pencil. This is the Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara. It is like a tubing mascara. So when your eyes are watering, now I'm not talking about full-on tears, but when your eyes are watering, it stays pretty well. I feel like this week is flying by ever since I started recording. I'm telling you, when you do what you love to do and it's your passion, doesn't even feel like work. And it really is true. I know people say that and people are like, oh yeah, okay. No, it really is true. Now, we are putting lashes on. These are the Kiss Ruffle lashes. I'm still using them. I clean them off, put them back on, clean them off, put them back on, until they fall apart, basically. I mean, as long as they're clean, you can keep reusing them. There are some brands, though, that do not last. When you try to clean them, they just completely break apart. These I have been using for about 3 weeks, possibly, and they're still going strong. I really love the Kiss Ruffle lashes. I just place it in the center, and then I attach both ends. And then we'll fuse them at the end. Just wiggle these back and forth. Wiggle the babies back and forth. Gives it kind of like a curled little, kind of matches your eye shape. I've mentioned this. These are not necessary. I just really enjoy a bold look. My mascara does a fantastic job. Gosh, I love lashes. I really do. Okay. Let this dry a little bit. I think I'm going to go with a pink lip today. I really do. I kind of wish I had a black lip liner that I could like smudge and then put like, do like a black on the outside and then kind of an ombre pink. That would be so cool, in my opinion. Okay. All right, that one's on. We're gonna fuse them. You got to be careful when you fuse these because the glue is usually still a little tacky and it gets on the tweezers. So when you're pulling, after you fuse, kind of slide it to the side off. Like when I fuse this, okay, when I fuse the inside, I slide it that way, not this way, because you'll yank it off. I'm like, what color? Oh, I know what lip I'm going to do. I just got a new Stila Cosmetics pink lip. That's perfect. Okay. Yes. Stila Stay All Day Liquid Lipstick in the color Pink Teeny. So that's what that looks like. There's your doe foot. Oh, this color is fantastic. Color is amazing. It feels really nice. And I'll let you know in the next video how it wears. If it rubs off or whatever the case may be. You know. Let's setting spray. We have the Urban Decay All Nighter that I've been using this morning to wet the eyeshadow. I love this lip. Okay. All right, guys. We are complete. My hair's fluffy. I need a haircut. What do we think? I really love this lip. It's fantastic. Well, I will see you on the next one. Please subscribe. Please like. Please leave some comments. Ask some questions. Answer some questions. And I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.